Hello, my name is Kevin Hamilton. I'm the Vice President of Global Marketing and Communications for the United States High Bush Blueberry Council. I would like to thank all of you for your participation today in the Vietnam Blueberry Season kickoff event related to USA Blueberries and our export partnership with the country and participants there. Um, we're really excited and happy that everyone is interested in partnering with us, and look forward to more and more deeper partnership across the board, not only from a product supply and operations perspective, but also from a marketing and culinary innovation perspective. And with that, I would like to get started. Our vision at USHBC is to be the global leader in knowledge, programs, and content used by the industry to grow the value of blueberries, not only domestically, but around the world. We want to empower the industry to make blueberries the world's favorite fruit. Our mission is to grow consumer demand for blueberries by uniting industry stakeholders through research, promotions, and resources that strengthen their ability to compete in the global marketplace. And now I would like to give you a crop update for 2024 related to United States blueberry production and forecast therein. First, I would like to update everyone and educate for those that don't know on the production regions in the United States. Now, not every state in the continental United States or beyond produces blueberries. However, there is a wide distribution geographically related to the United States production of the product. So as you can see with the map, there's north, south, east, west, as well as northeast, southeast, and so on. The majority of U.S. high bush crop production is focused in the western region. You're looking at California, Oregon, and Washington for that, as well as the southern region, Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina. The western region is the largest exporting region in the United States. The peak season for that part of the country is from July to September, and it tends to push, depending on which state you're talking about, it tends to push from south to north. So, in other words, as you go further north, you get later in the year related to what peak season is. Um, in terms of the general states that are the primary producers, you are looking at California, Oregon, Washington, Michigan, New Jersey, North Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. Those are some of the main regions that produce, although there is smaller amounts of production um, that can be collected and harvested in various other countries as well. So as I mentioned, this gives you a bit of a visual here that denotes the fact that most of the domestic crop production comes from the west, although again the southern region and most specifically the southeastern region is the region around the country as well that is arguably the second most productive region as it pertains to a volume of the crop in terms of fresh. And when you move on to processed, it's a bit of a different story where you see on the western side of the United States, again, you're looking at Oregon, Washington, California. That's where you're going to find most of the processed, we'll call that frozen and or dried, and so on, various forms of the product beyond fresh. Those facilities and those capabilities are largely concentrated out west. When you look at the 2024 expected crop, in the United States and I think in other regions, frankly, outside the United States for production, particularly on this side of the globe in the southern hemisphere as well, there's expected to be a fairly strong crop. Again, led by the West here, and then the Southeast and Southern region, as well as Midwest, and then the Northeast. So we expect somewhere near the 700 million pounds range related to production this year, which is a notable increase from this previous year. It appears that weather is cooperating favorably for the industry to produce this product. So I would expect a robust amount of the product to be available for exports this year. So let's talk about export programs that we are executing here at USHBC. First of all, I want to acknowledge our team around the Asia Pac region, our international team that helps us work on export activity in different parts of that region. Now, Japan and South Korea for a while have been the leaders in that region related to volume. But that said, current leaders, that's certainly well and good, and we want to protect that space. We want to ensure that those spaces remain robust business opportunities for everyone in the industry. However, it is certainly noted that Vietnam is considered, a growth opportunity. As a matter of fact, USHBC conducted an analysis with Euromonitor probably about 2 years ago um, that attempted to rank order the growth prospects, the attractive growth prospects related to countries around the world, and Vietnam was certainly one of the higher ones on that list. And so, when we think about why that is, there's strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities, as well as threats across the board, depending on the country that you're talking about. These points can change, but the fact of the matter is, there's full market access. This is a leading importer for fresh blueberries, so all of that's good, and certainly there's growing consumer awareness around health benefits of U.S. blueberries. And so we believe that the opportunity exists around fresh and expanding the fresh market, um, as well as coordinating product supply and availability with market promotional efforts to continue growing that awareness of U.S. blueberries quality and health benefits. From a weaknesses perspective, there's more, I think, to be said here about infrastructure more than anything else. There can be tariff issues that we have to navigate through, but certainly things like the cold chain, cold storage, things like that make the capability for exports to be a little bit more difficult. So those are some of the things that we believe about Vietnam in terms of the power and the opportunity for growth in the space, and we're very, very excited to work with you all to see that through. Now, from a program's perspective related to how we execute our export program here at the organization, there are various funding capabilities and partnership opportunities that we have with the United States government to help promote exports. What you see here is just two of them. MAP is one, and QSP is the other. Market Access Program is what we call MAP, and Quality Samples Program is what we call QSP. Um, in 2025, we're looking to expand beyond this, but we have a sizable amount of dollars that we can distribute in the space of exports for these various countries that we've agreed to with the United States government, and we're looking to deploy those dollars in the most effective way possible with our in-market agencies and representatives, as well as our in-market partners on the supply side and import side. Global U.S. blueberry exports since 2018 to 2023, as a collective between fresh, frozen, and dried, what you've seen is a compounded annual growth of somewhere in the range of 12 to 15%, which is excellent. We intend to continue growing this. We believe that the market opportunity is vast and very, very attractive, and so we want to support the growth of those opportunities and the realization of those opportunities through our marketing promotions, um, and education activities that are conducted through USHBC and our in-market representatives there in Vietnam, certainly. And when you look at Southeast Asia as a collective and what we call Southeast Asia in the United States Department of Agriculture, that's called, or that it represents Malaysia, the Philippines, and Vietnam in this particular case. You can see this large spike that happened right around this COVID time frame. We think this was a bit of an outlier, and what's going on here is that this is reverting back to a mean that was the case prior to COVID, the COVID time period. However, we want to see this as a collective continue to increase, over time. And as we move on to specifically Vietnam exports, you can see here that Vietnam has been very, very solid with the United States in terms of exports of fresh product. I think that's also reflective from a frozen perspective, reflective of what I just said a bit earlier related to the challenges, structural challenges for frozen and the required facilities and machinery needed for cold storage, things of that nature, in the entire cold chain. That said, fresh is very, very strong in a very, very competitive space for us in terms of partnering with Vietnam from an exports perspective. This slide here gives you a little bit of a closer look so that you could see from a month's perspective within the year when to expect the product. These months, roughly the summer months leading into the early fall months for the United States, this represents the standard, call it 80% of the production time period. So our summertime period, the United States summertime period leading into the fall, is when our largest production time period is. And as a result, you'll see that most of the exports will occur during that time period for 2022 and 2023 in this particular example. These blue bars as the outliers, these are dried blueberries. Of course, they can be stored well beyond the harvest period, and that's why you see that. So obviously, health is a big, big driver for this product and for produce as a collective, but certainly within the produce space, what we have found is that in terms of attitudes and preferences related to food and eating foods that are better for you, blueberries are considered, even amongst a group of products in produce that are generally considered healthy, blueberries are considered actually one of the leaders within that very, very positive kind of viewpoint of that group. There's many, many things you can say about the health benefits of blueberries, but certainly, it's an antioxidant powerhouse. We know that there are brain health benefits as well, and there's been plenty of studies on the heart health space as well with this product. Now, what needs to be understood, I think, by the audience there is that we continue to invest in health research, health outcomes research related to this product, going even beyond these three topics. As a matter of fact, we just released a study and a press release associated with eye health and what blueberries can do to maintain eye health over time. So there's more to come there, but we believe that this is one of many beneficial, functional value proposition points for the product and for consumers that drive the consumer's willingness to participate in the product and to pay healthy prices for it. Now, it must be stated for those that may not know in the room that the allowable statements that we can make to the public about this product from a marketing and communications perspective is regulated by the United States Department of Agriculture. And as a result, there is a document that gives everyone, including myself, frankly, everyone guidance on what those things are that we are allowed to say and that will be approved by USDA in order to present that information to the public by way of advertising, social media, etc. You can reach that document with this QR code. Okay. Now, Blueberry formats and best handling practices. I won't go through all of this here, but what this attempts to do, and you all will have a copy of this presentation that you can use. Um, what this will do will give you a sense for how to manage the product under various circumstances, and it's divided here by the form that the product comes in: fresh, frozen, dried, etc. Moving on to liquid and other formats as well. So uh, feel free to reference this document as needed, and certainly our partners there in Vietnam are there at your service to assist with this, and certainly we are here as a team here with USHBC to assist with this as well as needed. Finally, I wanted to mention you can use this QR code to reach a supplier database. We are constantly trying to update this database to ensure that it's as current with information about who in the United States actually exports where around the world, so that it can help you understand who your partnership opportunities are with in terms of the product itself and receiving that product, importing that product. So you can access that database with this QR code here. And with that, I want to thank everyone again for your attention, your willingness to participate with us, and your excitement associated with USA Blueberries. We're really excited about the possibilities, what can be done, and the growth over time we'll achieve in the Vietnamese space. We really think that it's a very attractive country and a very attractive opportunity for this product, and an opportunity for this product to integrate with the culture there. And we want to be a big part of that here at USHBC from a marketing and communications perspective as well. So again, I thank you. I wish you a good day for the rest of your kickoff agenda. Farewell.